Morning. This is another one of an occasional series of completely amateurish videos done by me where I have to walk out from behind the camera because I've got nobody to help me. So I bought this thing off Amazon last week. I'm just going to try it for the first time. It's called the Groller, and the idea of it is that you've got, let me come round here, you can see it a bit better perhaps from here. You've got a set of metal rollers, so let me bring it up so you can probably see it a bit better from there. The idea of this is you can use it on bikes that don't have a centre stand to help you rotate either the front or the back wheel. So you run it on over that small roller into here, and the idea is you should be able to turn the back wheel, or indeed the front wheel, with the bike on the side stand, which of course if you own a Harley you haven't got a centre stand unless you've got one of those flashy new Pan Americans, but the rest of us you either have to use a bike lift or you just have to push your bike forward and back to rotate the wheel so you can get at it to clean it. So I really haven't tried this before, so I thought what I'd do is I'd just put it under the bike and see if, never having practiced or done it before, it's easy or otherwise to put this on the roller. Now they do it in at least two sizes, medium and large. I'm not sure whether there's a small as well. The large I think is just heavier duty. It's designed to take bikes up to 270 kilos. Now my lowrider is about 267 kilos dry, which is just within what they say it'll do. So again, it's a test of whether, given that it's right at the top end of the weight range, this thing will work as advertised. So let's just give it a go. As I say, it's the first, you saw me take it out of the box for the first time. This thing called the Groller. The medium retails about 26 quid, and the one I got, which is the large, I think was 37.99. So I'm a bit nervous about giving this a try, because if I balls it up I'll still post it, but let's give it a go and see how it performs. So, not a lot of ground clearance under my bike, so I'm just going to put it in front of the tyre and just see whether I can push it up on there. Now of course I've got that annoying thing that once you've left it for a little while the alarm resets, so just let me, so that's the bike switched on. I'm just going to take it off the stand, see if it's in the right place. Just push it over a little bit, because as I straighten it up it'll move over a little bit. So I'll stand off. Right. Oh, well that didn't seem too painful. I think that puts it onto the roller now. So that's onto the side stand. Will the wheel turn? Okay, so I'm just going to bring the camera a bit closer, because I think that actually works okay. And as I say, in the true spirit of this video, it's completely unprofessional. There's no zooming. It's just me moving my camera. And I think you'll get a sort of reasonable view of that. And I'm just going to turn the back wheel. So if I wanted to clean this now, I'd be moving it like so. I'd say that moves reasonably freely. I mean, obviously you're talking about a bike that weighs nearly 600 pounds, so there's a little bit of resistance, but I'd say that works pretty well. So what I'm now going to try is I'll take it off the back wheel, see how I go getting it onto the front. So again, I'm going to zoom out, in other words, I'm going to pick up the tripod, move it back and reposition it. Much more fun than messing about with bloody technology. Let's get it back into position. And I'm now going to see if I can push it onto the front wheel and turn the front wheel. Okay, so away we go. So I'm going to push it off first. That was easy enough. I'll take the G-roller out from under the back wheel, pull it back. I'm going to check that I'm still on camera, and okay, well I will be when I push it forward. Hang on. Let's just move the tripod a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to put it onto, or attempt to put it onto the front wheel. Third time. So that's up. Yeah, it's too far over to one side. Let's get it up on the middle. And then stand down. Stand down. Yeah. I'd say that'll okay, if I let that, that's the only problem, you let that fall, okay, that's not exactly perfect. Obviously my technique is a little refining. I wonder if I pull it round like that, and put it like that, it'll work a bit better. Okay, so that's on. What I don't want is a video of me dropping the bloody thing, he says. Right, it's still off a little bit to the side, but yeah, I mean that's, you do need to position it more for the front wheel, which has a natural tendency to fall, than the back wheel, but you can see that's turning. I think I just need a little bit more practice at bringing it round onto the front wheel, so when it falls into its natural position, the roller's still in the right place. But I mean, you can see that is still turning. It's secure on the stand. I'd be able to turn that. I mean, to clean it, you probably need to put it in maybe 4 different positions. Well, there you go. I'm comfortably turning that around its axle. So, I mean, yes, you probably could stick the bike on a bike lift, but I'd say it's probably a bike lift for the bigger jobs, but just for cleaning the wheels, this little thing probably does the job really well. Saves you messing about with the lift. Okay, well, so I'm just going to push it off, or pull it off, I'm not quite sure. There you go. And all done. I'd say that'll come in handy. it will mean that, particularly the front wheel's not quite so bad because you can get at most of it. It's mainly the back wheel, and it actually goes onto the back wheel easier than it does the front. Possibly you wouldn't need to use it on the front anyway, but so that's the G roller, large size, up to 270 kilos. I think I'll be using that just to, particularly because on the back wheel you've got all sorts of things in the way of getting at the wheel, so you really do need to turn it. For example, you've got your pulley and the chain guard, whereas the front wheel's reasonably clear even if you don't turn it. Success, I think.